Hey y'all, and welcome back to the cookie jar. Today we are doing the 6th recipe from the sugar cookie murder. It is the poppy seed cake. So it is going in the bundt pan again, unfortunately, after last week's debacle. But you're going to preheat your oven to 350. And since this recipe is from Shirley Dubinsky, you are going to need 1 box of yellow cake mix, 1 package 4.3 ounces lemon pudding and pie filling, not sugar-free. It has a note that you can substitute a 3.4 ounce package of yellow lemon instant pudding and pie filling if you can't find the kind of pudding you have to cook. I could not find the 4.3 ounces. I went to like 3 different stores. I could not find it. So I ended up going with 3.4 like it recommends. 4 tablespoons of poppy seeds, half a cup of lemon juice, half a cup of water, half a cup of vegetable oil, 4 eggs. You're going to grease and flour the bundt pan. I'm going to use that spray that has the flour in it. Just hoping for a better result than last time. You're going to mix it all together, bake it for 45, cool it for 15, loosen it up and try to get it out. And then it says when it's cooled to whip up the glaze. If you don't feel like making glaze, just powder it with confectioner sugar. For this glaze, you're going to want 1 cup powdered confectioner sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 6 tablespoons of cream, and then you just drizzle it over and refrigerate until serving. So everything is laid out in the kitchen. Let's get in there and get started. This is everything we're going to use today for the cake and the glaze. Okay, so the first thing it has us doing is grease and flour the bundt pan. Voila. So after that, says to dump the dry cake mix into the mixer along with the pudding. Okay, so into the handy dandy mixer we have the yellow cake mix, the lemon pudding mix, and the poppy seeds. 2 tablespoons of the poppy seeds, or 4 tablespoons of the poppy seeds. So we're just going to get that mixed together. Quick stir on this. Okay. So to this now, we're going to add the half a cup of lemon juice, the half a cup of water, and the half cup of vegetable oil. And we're going to let that mix. And now we're going to add the eggs one at a time. And now it says to let it stir for 2 to 3 minutes. All right. Scrape down the beaters and scrape down the bowl. Now we're just going to pour it into the bundt pan. So this is what it looks like before it's going into the oven for 45 to 50 minutes. So this is what it looks like when it's done cooling for the 15 minutes. So it says to take a knife and loosen the edges and then flip it out. Ta-da! So it says to let this finish cooling, and it is super, super warm. It's probably going to take at least half an hour before we can start the glaze. Okay, so now we have our cake finished. It's time to make the glaze. So we have our cup of powdered sugar, to which we're going to stir in the teaspoon of vanilla and the 6 tablespoons of cream. Of course, it's got the standard directions. If it's too thin, add more sugar. If it's too thick, add more cream. It does say to refrigerate this one. It didn't say to refrigerate the cake last week, which I would assume it's because of the cream and the icing. I would assume. The glaze last time was chocolate chips and cream. So I don't know why it would make you refrigerate one and not the other. Yeah, well, it won't last long enough for it to matter, I'm pretty sure. Alright. So, And here is what we're left with. So here is an up close of the poppy seed cake. That's good. Okay, that is really good. For something that was a quick throw together, all the pieces just kind of throw in. Did it take a while to bake? Yes. It took the 45 minutes. And it probably took another, I gave it 30 minutes. And it had the 15 to 45. So it baked for 40, it cooled. It took 45, it baked. 40, it cooled. And then the icing, quick throw together. So, all in all, it probably took about 2 hours from start to finish. Which seems like a long time for something you used pre-mix, but it was fun. For that, it was really good because it threw together quick, and then most of it's waiting time, waiting for it to cook, waiting for it to cool. And you do other things while you wait. But it's really tasty. I like this by far. I do. And I know for a fact that cake will be gone before probably 2 days. I give it 2 days and that cake will be gone. But I don't know what the pudding mix really added, because you're getting a lot of the lemon flavor from the lemon juice, which it's not overpowering. It is nice, it's subtle, it's not, I'm gonna smack you in your face, like the chocolate, the orange extract, and the orange juice concentrate. That was a bit much for me. That was. Everybody else loved it. I did. But this one, it's a lot more subtle than smack you around, which I appreciate. It was quick. It was very, very tasty. It'll be gone soon. I feel like this would be a perfect little throw together thing for, like, if you do a potluck or a holiday dessert, or like a school bake sale. Even if they still make those, I don't think I've ever actually seen one, but I don't live in that kind of hoity-toity neighborhoods that do bake sales like you see on TV. But that'd be a good thing to throw together, to take. Most of it, besides the boxed cake and the pudding, you'd have in your house anyway. But next week, we are doing the last cake recipe, and then we have, I think, 3 pies, and we're back to cookies. So it is Rose's coconut cake. So if you're interested in seeing what that's about, join us next week. I hope you lovelies have a good one. Bye, guys.